don't you weep, Martha, don't you mow. Hi everyone, my name is Greg Serebuoh. I was musical director of Shades from 2004 to 2005, and I will be singing the tenor 1 part of Mary. Mary starts with the soloist singing Well, I'm Singing Mary, and then the conductor will bring everyone in at the same time. One thing to keep in mind is that the tenor 1 and tenor 2 parts overlap sometimes, and so when the song starts, the two parts are singing the same notes, and then they split. So I'm just going to come in where we would come in, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, and oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan, oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea. Oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. Oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. Oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea. Oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock Moses stood. Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea. Oh Mary, don't you weep, Martha, don't you moan. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea. Oh Mary, don't you weep, 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 oh Mary, don't weep, oh Mary, don't you weep, oh Mary, don't weep, oh Mary, don't you weep, oh Mary, don't you weep. Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Tell Martha not to moan. So the tenor 1 part, some things to keep in mind. First, as I mentioned before, the tenor 1 and tenor 2 parts overlap sometimes, so don't be confused. And the tenor 1 part has some really tight harmonies. So things to keep in mind. Lots of stuff around vowels and color. So the first thing I'd say is Mary is more Mary, right? So, oh Mary, don't you weep, Mary, don't you weep, yeah? Then Martha is Martha, as opposed to Martha. Martha, don't you moan? And then moan, we've got Mo, oh, no, Mary, don't you weep. So the tenor one part, I believe, changes the first time you do this and the second time you do it in this kind of first verse. So first time the moan is mo, oh, no, Mary, don't you weep. Yeah, mo, oh, no, Mary, don't you weep. Then we get pharaohs, which is more pharaohs. Pharaohs are me. Yeah. Drowned in the Red Sea. Now, this is a personal thing. Tenor one part to me is slightly brighter. And the drowned in particular is a place where I lean into the punchiness and slightly brighter quality as compared to the tenor twos because of the, I don't know, it just feels like it lends itself to it. So, pharaohs are me, drowned in the Red Sea, drowned in the Red Sea. So just like punching that a little bit harder. Then, second time, I believe, when we come in with the second, Oh Mary, don't you weep. Oh Mary, don't you weep. We go further down. Mother, don't you moan, oh, no, Mary, don't you weep. And it's very close to the tenor two part, except that you don't go all the way down. Then jumping ahead to If I Could, which you have a split, and this part is interesting. So, if I could, that note, I surely would, I surely would stand on the rock. Moses stood. Moses, yeah. Then, second time through, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock where instead of where, a bit, not to the same extent as the tenor twos, I would say, but like a bit rounder than what you have been singing. And then the stand on the rock is punchy. Stand on the rock where, right? So it gives it this contrast between the stand on the rock where Moses stood. Yes? Then, next things to think about, the breakdown. We've got two sets of 8. First set of 8, we're singing the same notes, same rhythms, and the same part as the tenor twos, actually, throughout the 2 sets of 8. But in this first set of 8, we're singing the same notes, same rhythms, which is, Oh Mary, don't you weep. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Yeah, 8 times. Then the second set of 8 has rhythmic variations and some shifts at the end. So basically it goes regular rhythm, the rhythm we were doing before, except now we're up the whole time. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Yeah. Then we get a rhythmic variation. Then we get the regular rhythm. Then we get a rhythmic variation with change at the end. Then regular rhythm, rhythmic variation with another change at the end. Then another rhythmic variation, and then regular rhythm. So here we go. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Rhythmic variation. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Regular rhythm. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Rhythmic variation with the thing at the end. Oh Mary, don't weep. And then regular. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Rhythmic variation, change at the end. Oh Mary, don't weep. Oh Mary, don't you weep. And then the regular. Oh Mary, don't you weep. And then we get into Pharaoh's Army again. Pharaoh's Army, all that's normal until we get to the very end. The tail Martha to Mohon, that's another place where you can lean into a slightly rounder, fuller sound. And it's more tail than tell. Tail Martha not to Mohon. And your the Mohon is going to have a bend that you'll want to coordinate as a group. I think that covers it. Cool.